Okay, we're live. I know. I'm like 10 minutes late, but it's okay. It's okay. I rushed, like I had breakfast and then I combed out my hair again, and then here I am. And yeah, I had to find a different tank top because I keep wearing the blue one. Yeah, so for the topic, someone I found out I'm working as a cam model. Um, so let's go back in time when I started, because I tweeted about it probably a week ago, of how my family found out I'm a cam model. It was because of um, people in high school. People in high school at the time where, and it's like, it's weird because you're 18, so some of you guys have finished high school, and then some of you guys are still in high school, and then you're still hanging out with high school friends when you're 18. So it was a weird dynamic of, I left home. I was no longer living at home. I was living on my own. I was living in the house that offered the job to be a webcam model. And back then we had, for our social media, was MSN Messenger, and like a lot of people were just discovering what I was doing. And then our social media network back then was Black Planet. So people were just finding out what I was doing based on those two websites. Like, someone made a fake catfishing page with me on Black Planet. I think it's still up there today, which is weird. Yeah, so like, my sister found it because a friend sent her the link to my website while I was live. So someone was on my campsite, they sent the link to my sister, then my sister told my dad, then my dad told my mom ambushed me in the car when she picked me up to go to dinner or something like that. But I was fully living on my own outside of the house, in my own place, making my own money for like a few months. And then they found out. And then, yeah, I was upset, but at the same time, I wasn't living at home. So I had, like, why are they worried about what I'm doing when I don't live with them anymore type of thing. And also, people in high school, I was bullied a lot in high school. So for people now claiming to be the friend of me when they were never my friend before was weird. Very, very, very weird. I had a bunch of people that, because of what I was doing for a living, automatically wanted to feel like to step in and protect me when they'd never done that before. So that's like, and everyone's experience of people finding out what they're doing is different. Then in the future, a couple more years later, it was because of a job. I was working at a movie theater, making $8.75 an hour, and my manager, the hiring manager that hired me, recognized me from either me dancing or webcam. I don't remember which one of them. And then another job I had was in the interview process. I'm doing the interview for a company that's now for sugar babies, Ashley Madison. Yeah, them. They considered me a conflict of interest, so they didn't hire me because of what I do for a living. So like, even though you're a cam model and you're working and you try to get jobs that are similar in your industry, they may not hire you because they feel like you're the competition, even though you're there to do the job like a professional. It's very, 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 very annoying when you go seek out other opportunities and the other opportunities use what you do on your own time, not on their work schedule, as a way of stopping you from working in the company. It's just very, very, very frustrating. And they do it in a way that they don't get sued. There's also that. Like, companies not hiring you or firing you because you're a cam model, they tend to do it in a way where they don't get sued. They find really creative legal ways of stopping you from working in their company without triggering a lawsuit. And if they do it in a way they trigger a lawsuit, it's because they're not fully paying attention to it. But bigger companies, they do it in a way where they don't trigger a lawsuit. Just letting you know that from now. Like a smaller company, you could probably get away with suing them for wrongful dismissal and discrimination, things like that, breaking the Equal Opportunity Act of Employment type of thing. But companies, when they fire you because they know you're a cam model or have an OnlyFans or things like that, it's typically, they're doing it in a way where they don't get sued. They figure cut their losses, they can replace your job, they'll find somebody else type of thing. Because every job that I got outed for being a cam model was in jobs that they could quickly replace me in 2 weeks by somebody else. So there's that. There's things of that happening. If you're going for a bigger professional position, it could be more challenging. You may have other obstacles to overcome in that, which I've said that before in my video. Can cam model ruin my jobs? So I'll probably post a link in the description about that. So what else is there for me? Yeah, I got recognized at auditioning for Big Brother. I'm doing the Big Brother thing, the guy in the line by line, because they did was a group audition. So every 5 people in your line, that's who you're auditioning with. And then one of the dudes recognized me as a cam model because I have that face. And then, yeah, like, it's not something I hide, and it's not something if someone brings it up that I deny, because it makes me money. It's a career that I've been in for a very long time, and I don't need to explain it to anybody because I'm a grown woman, and 2, it's a big industry. There is multiple things to do in the cam model industry that will have you working for a long period of time. It's not just, oh, be a cam model and broadcast on the websites and shoot up your bikini model photo shoot sets. There's multiple things you can do. So you get into this industry, learn other aspects of the industry. There is billing, there is marketing, there is other companies that need ambassadors. There is you making sure that you're working on the platforms and they use your content in their marketing. There is so much other opportunities when you branch out and explore the industry that you're working in. Don't just join a campsite thinking you're going to make money. Learn who the company is that you're working for, and one of those things that you can do to do that is by joining events like coming up this virtual event, XBiz Miami, XBiz LA, GFY, which is GFY really makes their name. GFY, just go yeah, GFY, like George, Frank, and Yo-Yo, that website, because if I fully say the name, I can't say it. So like them, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do where you keep the longevity in the work. Think about that. Like, think about this as long-term, what you're going to do, know the companies that you're working with. Like, meeting the people at StreamMate, awesome. I'm really, really happy I met the people at StreamMate. And then the people at StreamMate, they appreciate me working for their company. It's really, really great. Like Liz, it's awesome. Like, oh my gosh. Like, there's things like that. And then, yeah, just learn how to maximize what you're doing. This is why I keep saying go on a budget. Get your finances in order. Get your taxes in order. Invest for the future. Like, I'm investing in ETFs, index mutual funds, exchange trade funds. I'm investing in that. I'm investing in mutual funds. I'm considering possibility buying myself my first house. There is so many other things you can be doing where if someone finds out you're a cam model, you can come back from it. It takes taking the emotions out of it and making it into a strategic plan that secures your financial future so that you create your own options. Being in this industry, you are an independent contractor, consider self-employed, consider an entrepreneur, act like an entrepreneur. Find out what entrepreneurs do with their money so they can grow their money so they have more money. Like that. Like, it's, yeah, like, with me losing the jobs and me being outed, there were acquaintances or relationships that I don't have today. There's also that. I really made sure that I build relationships with people and companies I really want to be around. Like, I really want to be around these people, so I'm going to build the relationships with these people to last longer and things like that. And it's not going to stop me from, being fired at some movie theater that pays everybody $8 an hour. I mean, now minimum wage is $14.25 an hour, so it's a while ago, but I'm not worried about it no more. The other thing is, being a cam model and relationships, that can get complicated. Like, I've seen spouses try to use them being a cam model in custody battles, that is just dirty, a low blow that they use to get you away from your kids. That, make your money, save your money, hire a good lawyer. Flat out. Like, if you're doing this job and you have children and there's a potential that your spouse or ex or whoever will use you as a cam model as a way of them taking away your kids, make sure you have the best lawyer you can find to protect that from happening. Like, because it's just something that they're using low-hanging fruit to get you. Same thing I saw in the media, and then the OnlyFans documentary, the girl was working in a custom car shop. Her employers didn't like her being a cam model because they couldn't control themselves. That's just men using a weak reason instead of taking self-control of themselves. Like, that's the other thing. Like, when people recognize you and they get all super fan-like, it's because they can't see that you are a real person in real life, so they act stupid. Like, they really, really act stupid. Because I've had that happen. People were like, oh, I didn't know you were. And I'm like, so you have to act like you went hunting for a unicorn? Like, I'm a person. So there's things like that, educating people that you have lives, you have hobbies, you do stuff. Because it's not, like, the work environment of a side gig economy is growing. Like, it would be the same thing if you freaked out and said, oh, you're my Uber driver when you work at the office. So I'm making my money. Like, for whatever reason, people get weird when you take the initiative to make your own money outside of the primary job. The primary job is not secure, which means you have to do other things to make your finances secure because the job is not secure. We know this. We know this from layoffs. We know this from outsourcing. We know this from just typical, our parents' generation is not our generation, so we have to make other sources of income. Yeah, like, I'm tired of it because, one, I'm no longer in that place anymore. I'm not worried about if I go out. Like, if I had, like, sometimes I feel like I want to work at a coffee shop, but I also don't want to wake up at 5, 6 a.m. to prepare to work at the coffee shop. I thought maybe I could be a server, because, like, the whole, you get minimum wage plus tips, because, you know, I think I could make really good money doing that, or a bartender, things like that. But then there's also, like, I really, really, really love working from home. I really love the fact that the internet makes me money in multiple places and in increasing quantities because I give value to the marketplace. This is why I encourage cam models to learn other ways of making money on the internet, like affiliate marketing or an opportunity in a network marketing company. There is plenty of opportunities to make more money than before, where cam models need to think bigger of how they're building this career and how they're adding in multiple streams of income. If you're looking to see how I add in a multiple stream of income for myself, the domain name wealthycamgirl.com, it goes to a quick little free offer of how to build your YouTube channel, and then from there you get to see the opportunity that I work with. I've been with them since 2014. They are an awesome company. I've also found other companies that are in the internet business space that don't care that I'm a cam model. Like, I've gone to the company events, I've gone to the company conferences, and I've talked to the people at the conferences, and I've talked to the people that run the company. And certain situations that you can be in that you tell people, oh, I'm a cam model, you instantly get their opinion of what they think of it, where you know, yes or no, I'm going to continue working with this person. Because there is, when people are confronted with their core beliefs, it comes out really, really quickly. Like, I remember being at this internet conference company, and this guy, he has his own problem with porn addiction, and he decided to vent to me as if I'm his addiction problem. I don't, like, if you have an addiction with cam models or watching porn, and you meet somebody that works in that industry, we are not your problem. Like, you've chosen to obsessively visit the website until it destroys other things in your life. That is not my problem. When I'm on my side of the job and I'm doing my job, I work my schedule, I perform my entertainment, I log off. On the other end, if you have a problem with cam models, addiction, gambling, any of the obsessive behaviors that to stop you from living your daily life, you need to get help for that. Because on my end, I get help and support to make sure that I'm the best person I can be to work my job. So there's also that. There's environments that you walk into where people will hear you're a cam model and then use it as a platform to vent all of their sins on you, the best way to describe it. And then, of course, naturally, some people, when they know you're a cam model, they feel like they need to tell you about Jesus to save you. I already know who Jesus is. I don't need saving. Like, if I really want to go to church, there's lifechurch.com. I don't need anybody trying to save me because they think I'm going to hell because what I do for a living. I've already made peace with that. And then when you really, really look at it, if God is all-knowing, all-powerful, loving God, he already knew I was going to work in this industry. He saw it. He foreseen it. He created it. He already knew that I'm going to do it. I don't need some other human trying to save me. Yeah. So there's that. This is how it comes full circle of being found out as cam model, and people have issues or opinions or want to project their moral compass on you when their moral compass is not your moral compass. And at the end of the day, every dollar you make as a cam model, you have to report it to the tax authorities in your country. So it's just becoming like, who is the enemy? Is it me, or it's something going on in your thoughts? Comes down to that too. Like, it really is. Like, people are projecting their beliefs onto you, and they see you as their problem, and they want to eliminate the problem, which is you. It just makes things really, really difficult when you're doing the best that you can for where you're at, for what you need, for how you want to live. Yeah. So 17 minutes I've been going on about this. There's really not much more I need to talk about it. Like, you just, like, because this industry is not new. It started in the 90s. Jetty Cam, Ducky Doolittle, Anna Cam, they were like the first pioneer cam models on the industry, where they made a documentary about them in 2003. We're in 2021. Yeah. Campsites have been around since 1996, 1997. They're still running. Like, I'm very happy and grateful those campsites are still running. I'm still able to make money with these companies. There is plenty of opportunity out there if you want to be in this career. Plan it out, what you want to get done, what you want to achieve, what you want to accomplish, and just do it. Like, really, just do it. That little job over there that was paying you like $10, $15 an hour, they will replace you the minute you quit and walk out the door. It's happened. I'm there working in a call center trying to bundle up people for cable packages, and I walked out. I walked out. And then the other job was activating people's credit cards. I walked out. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm in a place now where this industry makes me money. I need this industry to make me money as long as humanly possible, what that is. And I see this industry growing all the time with their conferences, with their innovations on the websites. Like, the websites are still doing what they need to do to make sure their customers stay where they are, their affiliates stay where they are, and the cam models and performers stay where they are. And there's more platforms coming out where you as a content creator can make content on platforms that make you money. There's more of them. OnlyFans is not the only company out there doing that. There's more of them out there. So it's up to you to know exactly where you're going to be in the industry, how you're going to make your money, how you're going to stay consistent, and then remember to save your money, invest your money, and file your taxes. Yeah. So comments below, great. I love seeing them. I comment back on ones that make sense. If you're just going to make a comment because you want to just post a comment, I may not respond back to it. Post a comment that has a conversation. Don't just post a comment because you're posting a comment. I will see you on the next one. Smooches.